scores in NBA history, but he got to start in the ABA. And actually, the first 2 years that the ABA was in existence, because this is the actual 50th year of the since the ABA started. So 50 years ago, the ABA, the first year champion was the Golden State Warriors, and Rick Barry was the leading scorer. He was averaging well over 35 points a game. Now, some people think, well, it was just the ABA. Well, let me tell you some of the players that came from that. Now,
yes.
Now, I'm a little old school. I'm going to tell my age.
Yes,
I'm 55 years old, and I come from a basketball family. My dad, Larry O'Bannon, he played at Addicts. He was the class of 51. So he was actually the runner-up, to the state finals until Oscar came in 55 and brought it home for everybody to enjoy. But, this basketball legacy, when you start meeting people like Dr. J.
Dr. J. Billy Keller.
Billy Keller was one of the best shooters you'd ever see. Don't give him a three-point line that he did not love. And the greatest thing about that is that in the ABA, the average score was well over 130 points per game. Now, the fans love seeing scoring. The NBA at that time, guess what? They were in the 60s or the 70s. It was all this tough Boston Celtics. They were playing their game. But let me tell you, some other guys that came out of there, they're good. Artis Gilmore. Okay?
Yes.
Dan Issel. You've got David Thompson. You've got some, Mel Daniels. You got Roger Brown. I mean, you got all these players.
Diddle-licky, Freddie Lewis.
Oh, man. And all these guys could get out there and they could ball. So the NBA, they're like, oh, they just little stepchildren. And then guess what happened?
Yeah.
They kept going on, and they kept going on. And then all of a sudden, Dr. J got involved, and he said, well, I need a championship. So he had to put Virginia Squires on that team. Couldn't work, but then he went up to the New Jersey Nets, and he brought home a title then. And then something special happened. That the ABA, they just couldn't get the draw of the fans. The money was good, but all of a sudden the NBA said, you know what, we got to take these guys out. So what they ended up doing, they took the New Orleans Jazz. Remember New Orleans Jazz?
Yes.
Pistol Pete Maravich and all those guys. Well, what happened is that all of a sudden, these players started merging, and the NBA said, oh, lottery, look at this, we can get these people. And guess what happened? They started stacking up the team. So the Philadelphia 76ers got Dr. J. Moses Malone came along, and then David Thompson, came along. And so all these teams, San Antonio, they had the Iceman, George Gervin. One thing he could do is finger roll, but he could also score 45, 50 points a game. So the thing is just that there was so much activity and there was so much success with the players that came from the ABA to the NBA that, the NBA just exploded with talent. Now, what happened is the ABA lay dormant for a number of years. Well, one thing about the NBA, they don't have a minor league system. They've got the CBA, which really didn't take off. They have a development league. It works out. But if you think about it, all these kids that graduate college, all these players from overseas, there's only 4,000 players that actually get a shot at the NBA. What happens to all the other people? What's the young kid that just came out of IU? Little short guy. No, little short guy. From IU, the little short guard.
Some little short
no,
guy.
It's
I see his face.
No,
I can't think of it. I can't think of it. I see his face.
Park Tudor. He played at Park Tudor. But anyway, he is holding on by a thread.
Yogi
Ferrell.
Yeah, Yogi.
So
Yogi
finally, he's with the Brooklyn Nets, but he's not guaranteed. He was able to go there to the camp, but what happens is that what happens to his options? Now here's another thing. They used to go overseas. With all the terrorist things that are going on, guess what? They can't go play over in Israel. They can't go play over in Greece. They can't go over and play other places because of all this turmoil. But now some things have changed where they say, well, we have to develop a league. So Joe Newman, who is the chairman and CEO of the ABA, he took over the league about 7 years ago. And then he's developed the league now where now we have 109 teams across the country, and also Canada and Mexico, and we're going to be expanding in some other countries. But most of the teams are different than other sports franchises. Over 78% of all owners are minority-owned owners. That means women, blacks, Asians, Hispanics, and the reason he did that is that if you look at all the other sports out there, from soccer to football or to other sports, they're all predominantly Caucasian owned. Well, we're not playing a race card here, but when it comes to ownership, we're shut out. So now, what's good about this is that now he's given us an opportunity to have a franchise, but now we're able to build it and negotiate it. Now, one reason why we're here with you today, and this is a nice little segue, we get our support from sponsorship. Well, with the Pacers, they have what? Bankers Life.
Right,
okay?
right.
And with the Indy Ice and the Indy Fuel and all the the Indianapolis Indians, they all have their sponsors. So what we've done, we partnered with organizations similar to yours to say, hey, we want people to come out to our games. Number one, we can play. Let me tell you about the talent. Put us up against the Pacers, hey, we're going to hold our own. Now, Jeff Teague, you just mentioned his name a little earlier,
yeah,
right?
That's right.
Well, Teague had a summer league program this year. We got second place in the summer league tournament, okay? So our coach, Kevin Jones, who has a great storied background in NCAA Division I basketball coaching, he's phenomenal in what he does. So these players want to play for him. And last year we came in second place in the ball-up tournament. You know that ball-up tournament they had on ESPN? It was a $1 million tournament. Right. We got second place. So, I mean, we're good, but we want to win it all. But now here with the ABA, we have a great track record at home, and we play 20 games throughout the year, and our championship is going to be down in Atlanta this year. We want all of the people to be able to come out. And let me tell you about what happens when you come to an ABA game. Well, first of all, we partnered in the community with other organizations like Angels and Doves. Angels and Doves is an organization that stands up for anti-bullying.
Right.
Well, can you imagine a big 7-footer or 6'10" person coming into a school and they're just, where's the bully at? I want to talk to him. But no, we're not going to threaten him and beat him up or anything like that. But Kim Harvey, who is the president of that, over the past several years, she has built a phenomenal organization where she's actually going across the country talking to different schools. We partner with them and now brought that to the full ABA. Now, Steve, here's another thing that we've done. We also partnered with Cars for Heroes. Cars for Heroes is an organization where they give out a car to needy veterans or warriors or servicemen or police officers. And this past Saturday, we gave away a car at the American Legion in Carmel, where I saw that on the news. Yeah. Yes. So I'm there recording, and we're there supporting, and it brought tears to everybody's eyes. The lieutenant governor's wife was there when they presented the car, and it was just a heartfelt moment. Can you imagine a veteran coming back, wounded, can't get around,
right,
has to, have somebody take him one place or another. But now, guess what? We've given him a car.
Mm-hmm. And
they've given away over 300 cars over the course of the year. So guess what they're going to be doing November 27th? And you're going to be there too. You might be broadcasting live.
That's
We're going to be giving away, Cars for Heroes is going to be giving away a car to a veteran.
And I would love that.
Oh yeah,
yes.
And you know what?
I love that.
And just for you to be able to talk about it and let your listeners, just understand that, these are causes that we're involved with. Now here's another thing. The tickets for our games are only $10. You mentioned that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very
affordable.
Let me explain it. We have a program where we have something called a Fast Break Club. So if they go online to Indy Naptown Allstars.com, that's our team. Indy Naptown Allstars.com. And if they click on community, and also if they click on the store, they'll see what's called a Fast Break Club. Can you imagine spending $20 getting 2 tickets, which basically means that you get in and to come to the game, two tickets, and then any ticket you purchase during the rest of the year is half price.
Right.
Okay. Now, what also can happen is that we partner with schools and other organizations, so we actually want to give half of the ticket price to a worthy cause, a school, an organization, a church. So we want some of these local churches or youth ministers to come involved. So now we can start raising money for them. Imagine if we give them 1,000 tickets, they sell the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's $10,000, and $5,000 goes directly back to them. What does that do for them? It creates enthusiasm. They're excited. But the bottom line is that now, guess what? They're sitting at the game.
That's right.
And they're eating. And we got a little $4 package where they can get the hot dog, they can get their chips, they can get their juice or bottled water or pop, all for $4. you can't get a bottle of water at Banker's Life for under $6.
No.
So just think about how we're going to change lives. Now here's the other thing. We also have vendors who are going to be set up there.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on getting sponsorship. We're close to closing a deal with State Farm to be our corporate sponsor. We're working on St. Vincent's Hospital to be a corporate sponsor.
Yes.
We're working on Kroger to be a corporate sponsor. We're working on, we just signed a corporate sponsorship with Jam Productions and Printing.
Mm-hmm.
We are with the Veteran Support Council of Indianapolis. The American Legions are partnering with us. Kiwanis is a partner. So all these organizations are seeing that, hey, you know what? There's something going on, not only with the league and the team, but we're really committed to a cause to give back. Now, you're probably wondering, well, Chris, how do you guys do all that? I thought y'all were just supposed to play basketball. Well, we have a new leadership working with our coach. We want to go out and forge great relationships with organizations like yourself. We want to make sure that you understand that we're committed to the great success of the team. Just like, look, the Cubs are in the World Series. You know how that happened? Theo Epstein came in from Boston. He got fired from Boston. He came on in and he said, look at this ragtag bunch right here. Let me change this around. And guess what I did when I came in? I said, you know what? We got some issues here. So we had to work on building relationships for credibility purposes. So when we come out and we come to your show, or we go out and we meet with a sponsor or potential sponsor, we want them to know that we're concerned about their success and helping them grow. Imagine if we could talk about you all throughout the game.
That's right.
For people to tune in. What if we can create a QR code that they can just scan and automatically do a live streaming for you? You know,
exactly.
Those are the type of things can make really work. Yeah.
Okay, you talked about you said a lot, quite a bit here.
I'm sorry.
That's
he can get going sometime.
No. That's called passion.
Yes.
That's called passion.
Yes.
But I've got to, we've heard all from him, but I know you've got a lot to say also.
Well, I said a lot at the first beginning.
Come on.
Well, again, it's an honor to be the assistant GM of the local team here. And like I say, we're looking to do a lot of things within the community and as well to give back. So again, we're hoping the fans to come out and support us and be a part of this, like I say, this wonderful season that we got planned for everyone. Again, partner up with businesses that are welcome to come and be a sponsor and help support and do a lot of things with us. So we're excited.
But you guys haven't told me what's the name of the team.
Oh, the Indy Naptown All-Stars.
Yes. Okay. So so Jazz City's ready. Jazz City Radio's ready to be a part of this. We'd love to be a part of this, especially me because I'm an old school. I mean, I do remember going to. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
No.
My doctor told me this.
No. The knees are gone. I was just in my doctor's office today. My knees may take a little bit, but only about maybe last about 10 minutes, and then I got to go sit. It's got to go sit down. My knee's gonna start crying.
There you go.
But I remember being going to ABA games in the Coliseum. Yeah, the Coliseum. I remember, and I also remember that all the ABA players, particularly our own Indiana Pacers at that time, were very, very involved in the community. And I can remember, as a matter of fact, I can remember this was an incident that happened after we found out Martin Luther King was assassinated. I can remember seeing Roger Brown and Freddie Lewis riding around in the police cars in my neighborhood. And that's over the east side over by Douglas Park. So I can remember that. So I know that they were always, they were very accessible, and they were very much part of the community. You could see them in a lot of community functions and so forth. So yeah, they were very involved. And I hope, and I see by the way you're talking, the plans that you have, and also the motivation that you have, the passion that you have, that I also see this is going to be happening again.
Yes.
So I'm not trying to trivialize or anything, but you're essentially saying that we are, the new ABA, and particularly the Indy Naptown All-Stars, get it right?
Yeah,
okay.
right.
They're going to be more or less like, I don't want to use. I hate using the word farm team. Give me a better term for that. Give me a better.
We're a professional league, and the reason we're a professional league, we do something to offer incentives for the players. One thing that we do that's different than other teams is that we want to provide housing for the players that come in.
Right.
We also want to provide them with health coverage. So we want to make sure in case they get injured, they have health or medical insurance, to be offset that. We're able to get them insurance under a group plan for about $100 a month, which you can't get that anywhere.
True.
And so also from there, we want to incent them to not only sell tickets, because they'll get half the cost of whatever the tickets are, where they can have money in their pocket as well. But as we start growing and getting more sponsorships that come in, then we do want to offer them great salaries. But if you think about it, just for right now, imagine being able to play for a team and they cover your housing.
Right.
And they also give you per diem, and they also provide other things for you. Now remember, a lot of these players are working, or maybe they were in school, but we're finding them jobs. We partnered with Partnering Staffing, that's another one of our sponsors, and they're actually giving them employment, so they're making great money. But we play all of our games every Sunday.
Right.
Colts aren't playing those days, so we play opposite the Colts. So we play every game at 4 o'clock, and we have our pregame from 2 o'clock to 4, and we're done by 6 o'clock in the evening. So there's a lot that we do that makes us different. Now, you were talking about kind of like are we a farm team? Well, we're not a farm team.
I hate using it.
No, it's okay. But we just signed a contract. The ABA did with. You're familiar with AAU basketball, right?
Right. I have a son who played AAU.
Okay,
basketball.
and my son played AAU ball, Kevin Garnett. So the point I'm getting at is that they just signed a contract with us to be a feeder for the kids that come out of the high school or AAU into the ABA. You know why? Because there's so much talent there, and it gets wasted because they don't have anywhere to play. They might not get Division I, they might not get Division II or Division III. Maybe their grades aren't right, but these boys can play. And we're getting auditions from people all over the country. We just got a video from this one young guy in Peru, in South America, averaging 28 points a game. And so he sent his video over to us. He wants to try out. We had trials a week ago, and we had 16 kids come out. We had kids from Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Ohio. Let's see. Was it Oklahoma? So all of them are coming out because they want to play. So that's something that we're working on there as well.
I see. So, Sheila, I'm gonna jump back to you because we got. So, what do you see? What do you see happening with this? What are your visions for? What's your passions for this organization, this new ABA?
Well, I have dedicated myself to help bring more awareness to the team this year because, again, they're an awesome team. The roster that's available now, great group of guys. Again, we're looking to do more than what they have done in the past years.
Right.
And again, from my background of professional event management and marketing aspect, that I am pulling all these pieces and resources together to help bring more awareness to the Indy Naptown All-Stars. So it makes me excited, and I'm just all in it, ready to give my all into helping with this opportunity for the guys.
So you have a particular outside, it sounds like you're going to be doing a lot of the marketing, handling a lot of the marketing and so forth, the advertising of the team, advertisement for the team, so forth and so on. Okay.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I didn't got that one position of doing that because that's a lot to help with Chris, because again, he does certain parts of the staff that helps with the team, and I can help assist with the other and to help bring more support for everything.
So is anything that we didn't talk about? Website.
Yes.
Website. We got to find out how to get in touch with you guys.
Yeah, IndyNaptownAllStars.com.
IndyNaptownAllStars.com.
You can Google us. We have an app. You go to the App Store, Apple's Play Store, or you can go to
social media, Facebook,
Twitter. We have a
name
YouTube channel with all the videos. So if you want to see some action,
that's going to be a killer.
You can check that out. And we have one player. We had early this summer, Lamus Brown, 7'1", out of Chicago.
Yes.
The boys dunk it from the free throw line like that. I mean.
So in other words, it's not only going to be some great balls, it's going to be a show.
Well, it's a show, and we don't back down to anybody. So
all right.
Our coach is awesome, and his son Kevin Jones Jr. Coaches with him, and we got some good kids, really good kids, and we're getting the older players to come out as well. We had a meeting with Mel Daniels' wife, Cece Daniels. So we're going to have her come out to the game. We're going to be doing presentations. So actually, we like to try to have a Jazz City night.
Okay, why not? That's a very good idea.
We can just focus everything, for you, and if people come out, if you want to have, proceeds go towards a charity of choice or an organization, we can maybe make that go for there. And if you want to be the 13th man, we can dress you up. We ain't say you got to play, but we'll let you go out there and dribble the ball a couple times.
Can't let my son stand in for me. He's much better ball player.
No. I mean, it's just but that'd be a great thing for Jazz City, to come out there and and make it work. So
it's exciting. We're planning on having this as a family fun event, sports event to come out and enjoy it. We're going to also be very interactive with our fans. So, like I said, there's a lot going to be going on during those times.
Okay. Well, if there's anyone want to add anything that we want to wrap this up, anything that you guys want to add, anything?
Well, I'll just say this in conclusion. It's a pleasure to be here with you. We are truly impressed by your station and your organization.
Thank you.
This is my first time actually meeting you, and I know Sheila's worked great to build this relationship. But I foresee, us working together to try to, not only build your organization and your radio listenership, but maybe with some other marketing things to let people have eyes and ears for what's going on. Some of our games are going to be broadcast, through ESPN 3. We haven't finalized a radio broadcast, but maybe that might be something we can look at. That'd be good on a Sunday afternoon.
But spend a Sunday afternoon.
But that's just something how we can all grow, and then now it's another facet and another time slot for your organization to do some things, if that's a possibility. So I know technology is great, and be able to do things remotely. It'll be fantastic to be able to do something like that.
I forgot one more thing real quick.
Okay.
We're also going to do post-game footage. So we're going to be going to local business establishments like bars or grills and having live streaming post-game videos going on. And at that time, interviewing either the team or sponsors or special guests that may come in and help us out with that.
Okay. You've been listening to Chris O'Banion and Sheila Garcia with the new ABA, the Indy Naptown All-Stars on Jazz City Radio, where every city is a Jazz City. Jazz City Radio bringing the world just a little bit closer, one song at a time. I'm Steve Scrapper Brown, and bringing you this great announcement. I'm just absolutely thrilled. They play. When's your season? When's your season start? What's your season?
November the 27th, and we play through April.
Okay, that's November 27th, starting up through April, and they're going to be playing at Arlington High School. That's on North Arlington Avenue here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Tickets are going to be $10. Indy Naptown All-Stars. Let's go support them. Let's do what we need to do. Let's everybody start coming out. All you people that remember the ABA from the back in the day, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
And we appreciate each and every one of you come out here, and hope you enjoyed listening to this and this great announcement. And thank you so much for coming into the studio.
Thanks.